What I don't want is them getting too far back to where they're just spending the season trying to dig out of the hole they dug for themselves. We talked about how important it was for this team to get off to a good start. And that's still very, very possible. It's we keep leaning on 10 games, but you got to start putting it together. And we talked to John Morosi, and he talked about the same thing. They got to put together a good April because, you've got the Astros who are probably going to find it. They got off to a terrible start, but you feel like they're going to find it. And the Rangers are probably just going to keep getting better.
Right. No, and that's a really key thing here for me, Ryan, is that both Texas and Houston, that their rotations are going to get better as the year goes along. And Houston, they had a dreadful first series against the Yankees, of course, but then they were able to come back and win the series against Toronto, including the no-hitter. They're going to be a lot better as time moves on, and their pitching will get more consistent. I think the Rangers as well, for them to start 4-2 is actually pretty good considering where their rotation is and the number of personnel they have on their IL at the moment. I think the Mariners, as they are now, this is the team they've got for the foreseeable future. Certainly, they obviously expect they'll be able to get some health back with Wu, but I think in general, this is a team that is likely the group that they're going to have for the next several weeks at the very least.
How about the Houston Astro fans? I mean, they started off 2-5. Of course, they get swept at home, but they're 3-7 right now. That's a really good baseball team.
I think when you've won, I think when you've won as much as that team has, the fan base is probably much more relaxed. Going, they're going to be fine.
Yeah,
they're going to be fine. And you know what? If they're not, we've got a couple titles under our belt, even though we cheated. We're a bunch of cheaters, and we're awful fans. But I think they get it.
You think they say that?
Yeah, probably not. They feel justified. All right, quit picking on us. But no, I think when you've had as much success as they've had, all right, if it is a down season, yeah, you're not going to be pleased by any stretch, but you're not going to be, running your head into a wall going, I can't believe this happened. What in the hell is going on with this franchise? I wouldn't imagine that's a prevailing feeling out there, that they're going to be much more calm about either a down season or at least a slow start. Certainly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, like you said, they've been through this experience, and they're probably going back to times that they made it to the playoffs where they started out like this, and so they have that kind of track record. But yeah, so hopefully you get it going tonight, and with the pitching, I sort of stumbled through this, but that's exactly what Bill Kruger said about Castillo, that he has not given up a hit to a right-handed hitter, but left-handed hitters are hitting .485. But right now, you look at their big, Bichette, Guerrero, Springer, they're all righties. They're all batting under 200. Mm-hmm. So hopefully Luis is able to get it going and be the guy that, we haven't really seen from him, that dominance of being the ace. And I feel like he's too good of a pitcher, and I know his teammates believe in him, and I'm sure that he believes in himself that, he's going to be able to hopefully have a good night, especially against those righties.
Yeah, 866-979-3776, powered by Mac and Jack's Brewing Company. You guys, how are you feeling? Is there panic out there? I'm not panicked. I mean, and by the way, somebody pointing out, and they're accurate, they did not lose the series. They split the series with the Red Sox. That's true.
Yeah.
So, my bad. Good call, 206.
But, oh, wow. You're going to give credit to one of our texters?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's
okay,
That's how it goes.
You wear it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the good
Even
call,
if it's
206.
So painful to say that a texter is right.
It doesn't happen often, but yeah, this person, she was right. So, yeah, we'll see if they can win a series, which would be really, really... I think that goes a long way into making people feel better. You take 2 or 3 from the Blue Jays. You can diminish it. You can say, well, they're not hitting well. You just pointed out these guys, in their lineup aren't doing squat offensively either. So they're trying to find it. It doesn't matter. Win the series. Go out there and win that series.
Yeah, and that place is going to be packed probably, right? I mean, they probably have the best fans anywhere. I know it does, especially when it comes time for all-star voting. 206, serious question, calls us losers. Hey, losers, when do you eat crow for your stupid optimism? Let's see. I would say end of May.
Eat crow for your stupid optimism.
Meaning, yeah, we're just...
is this their attempt at a mean text, or...
I just
Whatever.
think it's somebody that's kind of hit the panic button. And again, I think it's hard for fans. I mean, you overreact. You're going to overreact. They could go on a ridiculous run right now at any time. I mean, I think they have the players to do that, but they still got to go out there and get it done. And that's why I again bring up the Frazier and Winker thing. Is that that's my biggest fear, is that you get guys that come in here off of a really good season and it just doesn't work for whatever reason. We see that in free agency all the time in the NFL, where a player come back, wow, he was really good, and just doesn't work out. So that's my biggest fear. But I think this group is gonna end up working out.
Yeah, we'll see. Man, there's a chance they don't. I mean, this guy can feel justified in them being bad through 10 games. That's fine. Maybe they're not even maybe it's an Astros fan we upset. I don't know.
Well, it's a 206. He says, I'm not mean. It's just realism. Well, you did call us losers.
Yeah, trust me, this donkey will be absent if they go on a big winning streak and all of a sudden they're kicking everybody's tail. This person will be hiding under a table. So whatever. I mean, if you want to live in that world, go help yourself, man. Like I said, it's 152 games. It's going to be a long season. If if you're taking great delight in your home team's failures, I don't know what that says about you, but enjoy it, I guess. Have fun.
I think this is realistic and fair. 360. Won't lie to you, I still have PTSD from last year and years before.
Yeah, that's
okay.
100% fair.
Yeah.
100% fair. I don't blame it. I said that before, that anybody who's mad or frustrated or, I thought we were going to be better, or I thought, this is not what I signed up for. I don't blame any fan for being frustrated with what they've seen through 10 games. It hasn't been impressive. Nobody's trying to sell you that it is. All we're trying to sell you is just let's see what happens here. You got 152 to go. It takes a while at least for me to really come to a black and white. This is how I feel this team is. They're good at this. They're not good at that. This is where they excel. This is where they struggle. Let's see once they've gotten some time under their belt and they develop any kind of rhythm. All right, maybe they will be. Maybe they'll be bad. I don't know. I feel like this is a better team certainly going into the season than what they put on the field last year. Yep. I hated their offseason last year. I just did not. I liked Teoscar. That didn't work out. I was happy with the move, though. But when they went with Wong and LaStella and Pollock and Hummel, I'm like, what are you doing? What is that? This offseason is better. Doesn't mean it's cream of the crop. They certainly weren't shopping off the top shelf, but considering the financial constraints, they did better than they did last offseason. And I think that'll prove itself to be true.